Okay, so there's another video. This one's will be spiritual self number 2. So I'll kind of zip through the first one again real quick there. There's a little link. I'll have the links. Jumping through the first part here. Messenger catalog, written in the stars, star constellation. You need to look at that. Coat of arms, that's really need to look at too. Take the quiz about your spiritual name. Alright, here we go. Number 2. Spiritual self number 2. Coma, Dimensions constellation. Orion the Hunter constellation. Portal, the Galactic Codex. Warren military is a very low vibration, only the 3rd, 4th dimensions. It really is. You're never going to move any higher than the 4th dimension. The 5th dimension above, there is no wars. Also, if you look at the scripts and soul contracts that you took to get into the Demiurge, you will see that like 89% of this Galactic Codex is being violated. At least with me, it's a total crock of shit. Here's a short list of the violations of the supposed Galactic Codex. All right, each sentient being unable to conditional rights or positive life experience. That ain't happening. Each sentient being is unable to unconditional right to physical and spiritual abundance. That's not happening. Each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right to ascension. That's not happening. Each sentient being has an unalienable and unconditional right to merge with other beings in proportion to his/her position in the soul family mandala. And that's what you do. When you actually go higher up to God, you're actually merging the higher stars, the bigger stars. You're not going through like a galaxy. You're actually merging in that central sun galaxy if you're a part of that family. And I'll explain later that I don't think Earth's actually a part of the Milky Way, and Andromeda is not a part of the Milky Way. So if you got Andromeda beings on planet Earth, and even the humans on planet Earth, there's a real good chance that they're not supposed to go through the Milky Way. Each sentient being has an unable unconditional right to all information, which ain't being happening. Each sentient being is an unable unconditional right to freedom. That's not happening. Each sentient being is an unable unconditional right to be divided and protected from negative actions of other beings. Well, that sure as hell isn't happening either. Alright, Astrophia, Galactic Center, Central Sun. This explains the Central Sun really well, that it's a spiritual beings, both there's a mother and father, male and female. Same thing with Gnostic Panorama, or whatever that's called. The Gospel in the Stars, Constellations, talks about how the Bible is kind of connected to the constellations. But to me, it really only seems to the Milky Way galaxy, not other galaxies, not the Andromeda, not Triangular, not other beings like me that are from a different local universe, etc., etc. Parallels between Orisis and Jesus. Is Jesus simply retelling of Orisis mythology? You got to look that up and make your own decision. God, a single entity, not a trinity, the gospel truth. Glenn, does Jesus' submission to the Father prove he's a deity? Jesus is not the Son of God, etc., etc. Actually, what it is, I think he's just like he's the spiritual being of the Milky Way galaxy. So that's what I'm believing it is. And then here's the top games tagged in life simulation. That's what you are. Your physical body is just a game piece. It's like a car. It's like a truck. It's like a vehicle to ride around in. So here's some more game piece. You can play simulations. That's what you're doing on planet Earth. All right, so that's it for number 2.